and back to the lanes they go. I would love to see. I mean, what that meant during TI-10, I was casting some of it with Tiny Elk. Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
No, it was tiny lichen, right? Because you're biting the lichen with a Christmas tree.
Yeah, that was some
pretty hype.
Some good stuff. Luckily, that is not in the game anymore. I do think that gaming gladiators got themselves a pretty damn strong draft. I think especially the second phase with the TV into the Chen to close the phase. Very good at the lane against Lichen. You can always steal the wolves. You have the auras later for your TV as well. With very good core matchups in this game. I think for 9PANDAS, it's very, very important that in the laning phase, Antares gets off to a good start because I need to see him with like a urn, maybe some 12, 13, 14 minute vessel where he can then go together and get this radiance because they need to get the ball rolling. They need to win the mid game and push forward, otherwise game in. They're going to have some incredible core matchups later on in this game.
Yeah, man. Solo, I mean, they picked the two supports that were nerfed, quote unquote, in the last patch. We've been over the nerfs to him. Yeah, I feel like it's very minor, but for whatever reason, teams are not picking it nearly as much. And then the likes of Undying, which looked like a bigger nerf, but we've been seeing some crazy tombstone grab ally action. They've been using more of the single target aspect to that.
Easy for Salary.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not very good at dealing with these stolen wolves, right? There's no like Inch to countersteal it or Mirana to just end up airing it. So these wolves on bottom gonna be pretty annoying. But the mid matchup, I would say Quinn is probably the best mid laner in the world, but KIYOTAKA, whenever he goes up in this matchup, I think he does surprisingly well. One of the best up-and-coming players, in my opinion, from not just the CIS region, but overall. So KIYOTAKA, we're going to have to keep our eyes on him because he's got some... I mean, this guy's good. This guy's got some moves.
He's had some monster performances. I think the first hero that comes to mind for me is the Tinker.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
And, I mean, you don't want to see that, of course, because it is filthy in every regard. But, yeah, he's definitely had a very good year as Blood Grenade onto Miero with the metamorphosis of Dyrachyo. He's going to pop his wand to try to stay alive. About Alchemist as a hero in this patch. Like, not the most picked hero by any means, as Miero getting a little too close for comfort. And that's going to be first blood for Dyrachyo. He's taking massive damage from the tower, though. So it ends up being a trade. Experience going the way of Antares. Gold basically swapped, but that was the first blood. So Gaming Gladiators still probably happy with this.
Dyrachyo's going to take it for sure. He's got the first blood. He also didn't lose any lane creeps as the Direct is super pushing in as
mid-lane. Quinn. KIYOTAKA going to continue to pursue with that Flame Guard, but it's not quite enough. He's got 2 points on that Dragon's Blood. Yeah, been looking at the CS right now. Mr. Dyrachyo is top in that regard, and this is part of the game that Gaming Gladiators have been better than every other team easily throughout this last year. Is the laning stage.
One of the very few things they're the best at.
And one of many, of course. They do win. I like how the panel, I mean, it's just when you're predicting who's going to win and Gaming Gladiators playing, it's just, I guess Gaming.
Yeah, just make up some bullshit reasons. Like, you know, all right, that's how it is, boys.
We're just going to do it. But
look who's here. The old man Solo.
Yeah, making his rotation, puts down the Tombstone, blast off from Antares. That's enough to take out Celery. And Dyrachyo, Quinn versus KIYOTAKA. They're both living on such, making it there in time to be able to at least hold it or deny. We'll see if Quinn forces his hand or not, but if they can get KIYOTAKA the rune, which they do, that's pretty nice.
Solo's coming mid too. Quinn is only on half HP, and they do have a level of chains. Nice chains.
Yeah, Quinn, blast off connects, triple teamed and brought down. So despite having that level advantage in the mid lane, because Quinn was level 6, KIYOTAKA will be able to get his level 6.
Ramses, I would assume that there should be a Blink Dagger in the mix. You have a Lichen that's going to go in, you have an Ember that's going to go in, so helping them at Dyrachyo once again.
Caught out. They got the burst. He is mega dead. Nice pick off from 9PANDAS again. They're all over the map. Solo, I mean, despite
he doesn't need more catch for his team by linking in, he feels that his team will kind of do the force.
That percent HP increase is now gone.
Oh, Ramses is charging up his son.
He is. Blink Dagger reveal. Concoction and the blast off. Nice tap. It's going to save Dyrachyo for the time being, but eventually is blown up by one of the mines of Antares. Concoction was stolen. Tofu, is he actually diving? No.
Nah.
And this is an opportunity to potentially do what, KheZu? You're in this area. What's in the area? We'll get to that in just a moment. It's a trivia question for you.
Not the Tormentor shot.
KIYOTAKA, he's actually surrounded here. Has to be a bit careful. Doesn't have any remnants, it looks like.
Okay.
And that's the Aegis, so a bit of a waste.
Ramses is TPing. They have to back.
He's TPing out. Yep, Solo, he's very scary, though. He might have a blood grenade on him. Sticky bomb onto Celery. So they will get something out of this, but it feels like that was a bit of a waste of the Aegis.
Beautiful play by Celery. Gets himself the creep,
or how fast it is, I should say. It's 19 minutes. Yeah,
super late going.
Now Ace gets off the roar onto Antares. Tofu just dying to creeps like you said. Gets off the Pavis for the time being. Blast off coming in. And Ace is looking mega dead. Double kill for Solo. He is the MVP of this game. Sunder on the KIYOTAKA. Nicely jumped from Dyrachyo, but he's still going to get bursted down eventually. Triple kill for Solo. Get the rampage for this man. He's got the blood stain up the wazoo. He's dead. He can't get it. Buy back and get the rampage for God's sake. As Antares gets the 4th member of Gaming Gladiators, it's a 1-for-4.
Now the Gaming are looking for something. Looks like they might just find an old man. I don't know if that's what they want.
Yeah.
Solo.
Dragon Tail opener. And Solo.
Gets off the tomb.
Down the tombstone. Now Ramsey's going in with the concoction from behind. Focus on the supports first. He's going to get roared though for the time being as the tombstone finally taken out. But KIYOTAKA doing work. Double kill already. Big blast off onto the 2 members here from Gaimin. And that is not good for Gaming Gladiators. It's a 1-for-4. Solo does buy back.
9PANDAS going for smoke, anticipating something. He says close. He does have a Crimson Guard. This is very good against the dire cores.
Yep, he's like, KIYOTAKA gets off the Searing Chains. Tombstone is there as well, and that is a dead Beastmaster. No buyback at all, so.
Some flesh golem hits or whatever that you had from before as well. So Aegis Cheese on the deck as well for them.
As the Ranger Axe is now being beat on by Ramses. They will be able to give that up freely. Dragon Tail now onto Ramses.
They don't deal any damage to him.
Yeah, that is the main issue. Rocket's going to pop the meta. The grab ally. The reflection bugging out horribly. That's amazing animation. But the roar onto Solo himself. Ramses is going to pop the BKB along with the concoction, trying to focus on a quick, but he can only use it onto Ace. He gets beat down. No buyback for him. Last up onto Dyrachyo. Finally gets off that BKB now. Focusing all his efforts onto Antares. We'll be able to get this kill in all likelihood, but Ramses now the target that he probably wants to kill. Buyback from Celery. Meanwhile, KIYOTAKA keeping the rest of Gaming Gladiators busy. Pops that cheese, like you said, attempting to be out there. Dragon Tail just in time, so a success. And Ramses and company want to use this Aegis. Gonna go for the mid lane. The Chemical Rage is popped. It's the highest net worth at 29 minutes of any
hero. Not surprised.
Yeah, he has been beasting it up. He's going to start actually buying the Aghanim Scepters. We'll talk about that in just a moment, of course. Very important.
Very important.
Try to delay this as long as possible. Tofu taking so much damage. The concoction coming out now. Who's it going to be on? Like Dyrachyo, not able to dodge that though. Continuing to throw things at Dyrachyo from afar. There's the Sunder, bringing Ramses to half HP, but again, with that Aegis at 10 seconds left, he's now a wolf, so they have that Axe onto Miero.
Aegis is running out though.
Yeah, the Aegis running out makes this a little awkward. Plus the concoction not being there. Gets off the BKB during the grab ally inside, he is waiting. KIYOTAKA taking a massive amount of damage, will Remnant away. Looks like Antares will not be so lucky though. Double kill for Dyrachyo, another successful hold so far as Miero getting beat down from afar. The axes do hit, the towers might be very, I mean, I guess it is only 33 minutes. Feels super late. Went for BKB now, that's going to be extremely effective. Obviously there is the roar though you have to think about. And Dyrachyo with the Daedalus. Ramses, he sees blood. Going for Tofu to start things out with that nullifier, but the Hand of God is going to keep him very safe. And now Ramses is going to get inside the tombstone to grab ally again.
In the back though.
Pops out early. Now he's taking massive damage. He's going to die outright. No buyback for him at all. And Gaming Gladiators, they use a buyback onto its support, but their cores are extremely healthy. KIYOTAKA gets up a nice Sleight Chains. Going for aim. Looks like he might be able to take him. A triple kill for him. And because of the Aghanim Scepter, able to get away. But
will he? In 3 seconds.
Yeah, he gets lifted up. Attempting to TP out again. He will not make it! The blast off not in time to save him. And now Antares trying to go with the same route with the TP in front of everybody.
All the other auras, so 9PANDAS, this was certainly their game so far. They still have, I'd like to also say that they haven't really used the shapeshift that well on Ramses. Like he kind of went in on his own in last fight. Oh, but here it might be. Double shapeshift.
Yeah, we'll see. They're going to try to go for a last-ditch effort despite being against the Aegis right now. Dyrachyo and the Metaform, they're going to focus everything onto Ace to start things out. Ramsey beating right through him, and they get him. And it looks like Antares is going to be taken out easily by Dyrachyo. The tombstone is placed. Well, nobody's going to go inside. Already 3 dead for Gaming Gladiators. Now they're putting an that does not have the Aegis as Dyrachyo gets stunned. Can't get off the Sunder in time. That is the Aegis down, and now he's going to be in melee form, and 9PANDAS is going to completely surround him.
Any high fives?
Gets off the Thunder. Gets off the BKB as well. He wants to try to fight this out. Ramsey's going to get taken up very easily. Another Thunder comes out. Miero has to walk away, but Dyrachyo eventually falls.
Together, grab ally making, I don't even know if it did some space here, but Antares also buys back. Like, they had to lose like 4 or 5 fights in order to understand how they want to fight.
Apparently.
Let's go, 9PANDAS.
Apparently. But this part was hilarious, though. Dyrachyo really showing up. And we can see on the live cam that Seller is going to be taken out. Blast off on the 2 with a Gleipnir there as well. Quinn and Ace have to be careful. Ace has been dying left, right, and center this game. Good targeting from 9PANDAS. This is all without Ramses, by the way.
Wolf
and
Ember.
Arrow and company looking to take out 2 sets of racks. As Quinn slowing Solo to a crawl. The mid racks is now down. Looks like Solo. Can he make it to the crack? He dies, and then he dies. So overwhelming blink,
Yeah.
and then shard. So no more Ags, unfortunately. Love to see some Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, if he wants to make himself strong as KIYOTAKA.
You have Ace, you can see that is the target. Every single fight for 9PANDAS, and it's worked out as of late. Ramsey's in the wolf form, gonna
Self-stun for now.
himself.
Second wolf form.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of bros running at you.
He's gonna get silenced though, right in the midst of things. Quinn, telekinesis to put the grab ally, saving him again. And now Quinn, grab ally. What is this? 2 grab allies in the same game. How can you destroy these tombstones?
Oh, Quinn,
But
he's done.
Quinn, he comes out of the tombstone and dies shortly after. Doesn't work as well if you're not on actual Undying's team, it seems. A 2-for-1 to start this fight. Concoction from Remnant doesn't have his ult to work with though. He's getting right-clicked down by Dyrachyo. Absolutely melts him. The roar now into KIYOTAKA. Do they have the damage? Sleight of Fist. Does he have the Remnants up? Another Sleight of Fist. He's gonna get the kill, but dies right after the fact. So in the end, it's a 3-for-3. These fights are insane. There's
To even kill the Rubik.
True, KIYOTAKA is going to show on the wave. You can hear Quinn using his ult.
They're looking for a play.
For an opening. Dyrachyo is going to show himself. A little awkward engagement, KIYOTAKA.
Okay.
X6 to start things out. Dyrachyo left all alone right now. Quinn's going to try to focus down on the Solo on dying. But you can see the Terrible already at half HP, but the Thunder comes out onto the Lycan, and he's going to drop like a top. And Quinn dies first. And now Ace, the recipient of all this damage from Ramses. Again, they're targeting him time and time again. 3-for-2, and now they're going to completely surround Dyrachyo. Can they actually take out this Terrorblade in meta form? He is just standing his ground, and Solo with all these sentries cannot get away. Double kill for Dyrachyo. Solo buys back into the game. These tombstones are starting to really stack up here.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
He's gonna be able to kill out that tombstone eventually. And Ramsey's trying to bide his time as Dyrachyo's gonna get spotted.
The flip flop
here to keep him in place.
Oh, he's coming back soon.
I gotta wait for Solo. He's got his blood grenades ready to go. Searing Chains. Concoction from Ramsey's ready to go as well. Dyrachyo trying to stand his ground again in 1 versus 3. Will he get the Sunder up? Can they? The Abyssal Blade is enough. He does have buyback though.
68k?
No, that's right. That's
that is
quite
right.
a bit. Right on cue. Now, even if they expend the buyback onto Dyrachyo, he does not have meta for 36 seconds, and it's not like he has an Axe or anything to get the temporary meta. But Quinn, he's going to try to open things up. They're going to get the Dragon Tail first. KIYOTAKA grab ally for the roar, and he's dead! No grab ally, Solo dieback!
They did this without the Dyrachyo buyback, and KIYOTAKA, he doesn't have one in return.
That is disastrous for 9PANDAS.
Needs some very crisp communication at this point as Gaimin, they're hitting 9PANDAS racks for the first time in this game now.
Backdoor protected, but they have the damage. It seems right here. Here's KIYOTAKA wants to get this fight started right off the bat. The concoction coming from Ramses. He is a wolf. He's going to be able to take out that Rubik pretty damn fast, but the roar on the KIYOTAKA. Sleight of Fist is a Remnant away. Celery looks like he's going to be the first to fall. And now Quinn on the high ground. KIYOTAKA trying to out him, but he can't get to the other side of the trees. Might have to TP back to get his mana back. And Quinn just continuing to pound from above.
Thunder.
And Dyrachyo is there as well, as Solo looks to be mega dead, but he's still has such a high HP pool. And you can see they are going to get Dyrachyo. That is the Aegis, and now Quinn's going to be the target nullified right now. The concoction to follow. He's running out of steam, and KIYOTAKA, now that he has that full mana capacity, able to do a lot of damage. Triple kill for Ramses in this fight, as Dyrachyo continuing to stand his ground with that BKB meta. But he's getting kited. Gets off the Sunder, but there's the blast off to follow. He gets off the Refresher, another BKB, and another Sunder to follow. Another wave. Can he do the damage needed confidence in this fight because he is
9 Chains.
getting kited so hard, and you can see their base is getting absolutely destroyed. He's gonna get silenced. There's the blast off, and down goes Terrorblade.
Yeah, close on the chains there as well. Okay, the Roger's gonna be. I mean,
Absolute raid boss.
He got off like 4 hexes in the last fight as well, which is absurd. It just goes to show how 9PANDAS did play this fight by kiting it out, getting multiple rounds of spells off against the low duration BKBs. As now we're back to the Radiant base.
Yep, fortification. Can they get megas, and will that even be enough at this stage of the game? As KIYOTAKA, the ridiculous amount of damage output in this game. They're going to try to go onto the Rubik, tries to get the force out, but the nullifier is there. He steals the Remnant, but the direct kill. He's dead. Die back. Oh my goodness. Now Ramsey's and company trying to go on top of Quinn, but he's going to get saved via the telekinesis. Tombstone placed by Solo, and they're going to focus down the buildings, knowing that this Terrorblade cannot get back into the game. The Ancient fully exposed. Quinn's going to go inside the Ancient. Backdoor protection is there, though, so 9PANDAS might have to at least temporarily retreat and wait for a wave. But the blinking from Arrow, he wants to get revenge onto Quinn. The roar applied to him right now, as Quinn's still inside the freaking Ancient and the Dragon. He is hexed up, nullified. Ace doing a lot of damage with these drums. Are they actually going to focus the Ancient, or are they going to go for these kills? Ramsey's with the concoction, blast off from Antares. Again, Quinn continuing to rain blows from above inside the Ancient. He's going to go in bit temporarily as they're trying to focus down this Ancient, but they don't have the damage yet. The buybacks come out now from 9PANDAS. Shivas is there. Quinn finally will drop. He does have his buyback available as Ace gets the Tombstone, and now KIYOTAKA. Ace still has cheese. He also is there again, and the cheese to follow. Is this going to be enough damage for Ace? No DK form from Quinn, so he's in this pathetic holding form right now. They take out KIYOTAKA with the Remnants back in, gets a huge Sleight of Fist, and this looks like the beginning of the Ember game of Gladius, but it's another buyback on the Ace, but that's a dieback from the side of Quinn, and now surely they can just focus on the Ancient instead of these heroes, and Ace, that will be a dieback for him, and 9PANDAS eventually will take game 1. Holy balls, this was a good one. This was a good one.
What a sicko mode game. We just had like 18 like back and forth.